Welcome to another video, and it's again the video in Contagious Studios preview I'm looking at is lagging, so I might end up saying things ahead of what's going to happen or before they're going to happen. Oh, got a nice parry on that guy, the Black Knight Great Axe. I used to see the weapon a lot more often, but this is just forest PvP, and I installed not in this video, or any of these that were recorded, but I installed a graphics mod, something to do with the flora, the plant life and stuff, and it boosted my frame rate by a lot. At least I think it did. I also did some things in DSFix, but yeah, now I'm getting like 30 frames per second in there. It's pretty nice. I don't have fraps. I didn't have fraps open when I was looking last night at the frames, but it should at least help with the videos and general gameplay. And in some of these videos I was what's it called? Using the non-scaling weapons. They're pretty good if you want fights to be drawn out more, because it tends to do less damage. And you can take the points that you normally put into your stats into other things. Like I believe I pumped up endurance. I don't know why, because I never really need that much endurance. I guess for his Zweihander. That guy run slow hitting strength weapon, so I switched to a halberd to just take advantage of his swinging times. I can just poke in between. Sorry, my hand hit the mic. Great loud noise. It's chaos. What is that? I don't know. I have this great shield. I kind of want to start using that shield. Not like to block or anything before it's this special, because it seems to give infinite poise for no weight penalties, which is pretty good. I saw a Mr. I Won't Forget's video showcasing it, and it's pretty good. You'd think, and he said so himself, that people use it more often, considering how much poise matters in this game. This was a pretty good fight. I was using a great scythe, which in retrospect wasn't really a good counter player's weapon, but that's the weapon I had when he showed up, so I just used it anyway. I was trying the dead angle with it. Not sure how well I was going with that. When I first started PvPing, I was really good with a great scythe. Well, I don't know about really good. I used Darkening Blade, and with it two-handed, and basically 2 or 3 shot most players. It was really easy to do. Then I stopped. Yeah, and what is he using? Longsword? That's a pretty good weapon. Longsword is essentially a 3-pound claymore. Some people prefer the baller side sword instead. I like the longsword more. I mean, baller side sword's pretty good, but I hate how there's no slashing. Well, like the longsword's R2s, 2-handed R2s, those slash moves, so you can dead angle with them real nice. I really like how you can do that with the baller side sword. So you can do the poke, those huge thrust attacks with it. They're really powerful, ridiculously powerful. I used the baller side sword later on. And it has huge phantom range, which if you don't know is like an invisible extension on the weapon attack. So you can get attacked by the weapon even though it visually didn't hit you. It might be a couple feet off. And like the baller side sword's like 2 feet. It's got to do with lag. This guy, he trolled me pretty good. I'm not sure what he was doing at first, but since I already started recording, I wasn't trying to mess around, so I was going to start attacking him. But he ran away, and which led me to the trees, and he ended up getting me. He ended up beating me. Well, the trees did at least. But it was directly because he led me over it. Normally I don't follow people. I normally never follow people who run away. I just let them run. It seemed like a waste of time. But for some reason I did this time. I don't know. guess I figured I could finally kill him, but I mean, he healed a couple times. I think I healed a couple times as well, so, you know. I ran into a guy last night playing, he's doing a very similar thing. And this guy actually turned, not this guy, the guy I met last night, turned out to actually be a hacker. Infinite stamina. Because he later on evaded again after I killed him the first time. He was using the Dragon Head fire breath thing, so I ended up disconnecting him. But he did a very similar thing as well. You just run away and shoot me with Avalon into the Dragon Roars. And so the fight basically went on like that for like a while, in which I just got annoyed and just ignored them. You know, just roll out the way and let me try to attack. And I eventually was able to kill him. I led him to the bridge, and he was using the Black Knight halberd. I parried it and Hornet riposted him with a rapier, I believe. But I was asking him in a message about when we evaded again and did the fire breath thing, about why he was hacking and stuff. Because, you know, hackers are so rampant now that you really can't even get mad at them anymore, because there's just so many of them. So now I'm just curious to see why he's hacking. And that's actually going to be a video series I'm going to do, where I just showcase various hackers I run into. And I was hoping, I wish I had recorded that fight, but I didn't. See, I'm trying to kill him with the Hornet Ring. It's just really annoying right now, but he keeps running away. Keeps going in the trees. You know, the trees attract my lock on. I think Ferris is still out there, shooting me with an arrow. See, at this time, I wish I had no strength, whatever, to just like put on like the Zweihander or something and just Hornet stab him like that. But yeah, anyway. I'm using a mod, by the way, that makes your HUD and your messages look like that from Demon Souls, which is pretty good. This person, what was that? A Silver Knight? Can't tell. We got Silver Knight for a Tori's sword. I think I did. I'm not sure how this fight went. I recorded these fights about a week ago, so I don't remember anything that happened in them. I think he parries me right here. Oh, he parries me, but doesn't get it off. And then during the animation, he's like kind of figure out what's going on, asking for a backstab. First time I used Chaos Storm in a long time. It's so dangerous to use. You'll probably anyways used it before and knows what usually happens when you do use it. You get backstabbed or shot in the head. What is this? I don't remember anything about this fight. I think I stunned him with my halberd. But the Force. I don't see why it's not more popular on PC. Just due to the mechanics of how it works. You know, you just sit in the Force and you get PvP on to do anything special. And you know, the Forest Covenant, they made anyone up or below, I believe, their level. Considering the state of PC PvP, so like everybody wanted to do Forest PvP. Could allow the greatest chance for you to meet anybody. This guy was a mage, I believe. Yeah, we were both using the Balder side sword. I think he buffed his. Switch to his bow. I don't really like using bows in PvP, which I know is kind of annoying to fight against, so I stopped using that much myself. Like, if you just like get a bow and just hold it up so you're ready to fire at somebody the entire time, you may not realize that that's extremely harassing, you know? it feels, if you get the exact same feeling as if somebody's trying to fish for a backstab. As soon as you do anything, they just shoot at you. Which is really annoying, so I stopped doing that. Put on darker grain ring to avoid the buff and the lag that, you know, happens. And this might be through my imagination, but I feel like buffs add phantom range. But then again, he is using the ball side sword, which has crazy phantom range by itself. I don't know. Might just be me trying to parry him. It's not working. Yeah, I definitely need to figure out what's going on with Camtasia, because it's hard for me to really narrate what's going on if I can't really see it, but every couple seconds. Pulling out logs. He hit me off with one of those logs, and it didn't do really any damage. So I'm guessing he had like just enough faith just to wield Sunlight Blade 30. And may or may not have been using Canvas Talisman. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. So we're doing so I put on these emit forwards. Emit forwards are pretty fun to use. Like if you cast Twop on somebody and then do emit forwards, you can kind of get a bowling thing going on. I did that for a little while. It was pretty funny. Got a lot of hate mail. I mean, I think it's funner to die that way than get twopped and dark beated in the face. He's I think at least humorable. But yeah, I end up outweighing his buff, and I'm just going for try to roll backstab during his faith spells. What he's doing. Yeah, since I've been using the parry dagger, I've gotten a lot more parries than normal, because you know, without a shield you can't block at all unless you two-hand your weapon. But yeah, it's pretty good. People really don't parry that much anymore, so it's almost like when you do parry, no one expects it. Well, most people just prefer to backstab, because you know, it's generally easier to do and low risk, high reward. But I think parries are one of the best things you can do in a game. Like, it's like usually the highlight of a fight for me. Oh, this person won the Great Scythe. They was really good with that Great Scythe. I don't remember if I won this fight or not. Oh, yeah, I did. I won this fight, but I met him again and lost in a subsequent fight. And that build he's using, it looks very similar to what Yukis Legion is doing right now on his channel, on his Twitch stream, with the Great Scythe and Faith stuff. I kinda liked this build before, like in stock or whatever it was. But Great Scythe's art's good. Overrated to the point of being underused. You can't even mention Great Scythe like online without somebody bringing up the name, bro. I mean, it's a really good weapon. I don't see why people give it such a negative connotation just because of that video, and how people assume it's mainstream now or something. I mean, it's not the best dex weapon, but it's pretty good, you know. I would say the best dex weapon would probably be the stock. Yeah, definitely need a stock, because just all the stuff you could do with it. You could turn behind the shield, buff it with something, and just poke, and does massive damage. Claymore level damage easily. Something I noticed on PC, there's a much higher chance that you'll run into dark rates on here. Usually, on consoles, you get so many Force invaders coming at you that dark rates never get a chance to really get in. But on here, you see him pretty regular. See, that guy's pretty good. Meet him again later. I don't know what I was thinking with this fight right here. I don't know what I was thinking. He's doing on the bottom side sword his camp as well, but he's focusing on the thrust, which is kind of annoying. I mean, I like the weapon, but I feel like people really they really degrade it by just focusing only on the thrust attacks, which is the highlight of the weapon, but it does more than thrust. You know, I mean, it's when you thrust with the ball side sword, you're basically doing the same thing as somebody who would do with spamming a spear attack, and you know, spears are generally annoying to go against. Right there, I was trying to go for a backstab, but the tree was in the way. Is that a mage again? I don't remember. Probably. Yeah. Dark bead. Mages are actually kind of in trouble in the forest, because you can just like roll in between trees, and most of their magic would just run to the tree. Like that first attack when he got me with dark bead or whatever it was, pursuit I think, it normally wouldn't have hit me, but the tree is right there beside me, so I rode away and ran to the tree. I don't have anything against like magic builds or anything, but I definitely don't hold back against them. No, fish, I will chain them over and over. Combustion spam, and I'll heal. I usually don't heal though in duel. I never heal in duels, but I usually don't heal even in the forest just because it's usually not safe. You know, you'll usually end up taking a hornet backstab, which puts you worse off than where you were to begin with. I think mage builds where the catalyst is in the right hand and not a weapon are almost always guaranteed to fail ultimately against standard PvP, because if you don't have a weapon, I mean, that means I can just attack you over and over and not worry about anything. But if you put the catalyst in your left hand, you know, then you can put like things can get them like greatsword, butterfly horn, or just any other kind of magic weapon. At least now you got something else you can rely on, because you know, magic's easy to dodge until the lag gets there. Same thing with pyromancy. That's why I'm like when you run people, and for people who main hand pyromancy glove, it's usually a bad sign. It's usually a sign that they don't really play that much, or may not be that good at PvP, because that means to them they consider pyromancy a main tactic to use, not just a supporting one. And I think that's a problem. It's like your weapons should be your main strategy, your main tactic, and pyromancy or magic, whatever buffs, whatever you call them, should play a support role. Same thing with bows. So I usually put the bow in my right hand, offhanded. So when I switch to it, I don't have to press L1 to two-hand. I can just press triangle, whatever triangle or Y, whatever it is called. I'm not sure what this guy was doing right here. Parried him the first time, and after that he started running around like he's gonna try to do this kind of dead angle thing, but that's not how you dead angle with halberd. Sounds weird. So my second time going against the great scythe person, I was using the claymore. The second time I was using, I didn't actually mean to use the claymore in this fight because I saw how ineffective it was in the first fight, but I already had it selected and this person's kind of aggressive, so I never got around to changing it. And I kind of wish I did. My screen just went to sleep. Well, this is a long video, so I guess that would make sense that would happen. Trying to go for parries. I've seen people parry great scythes a lot. Like when I used to use great scythe a lot, I got parried a lot, but I can't parry this person. Also can't get backstabs off. It's pretty good at avoiding backstabs. Of course, you're not able to get any on me either, so neither of us is getting criticals. Okay, try the dead angle right there. Ultimately, I ended up switching my build back to a standard quality, because you know there just isn't enough reward out of using non-stat scaling weapons. At the SL I was doing 125, I believe. I mean, you get a couple extra points and endurance, but I didn't change. I'm not changing any of my armor up, so it didn't really do anything, and I'm not using super heavy weapons. I could have put more points into vitality, but it really doesn't make much bigger difference a day when attacks hit for 400 or 500 damage. You might save yourself maybe one attack for 20 vitality. It's not worth it. I actually have a faith build I want to try out. It's going to be using the Obsidian Greatsword and buffs and log. And it looks pretty good. Because the dragon weapons don't scale with stats either, but the Obsidian Greatsword with like Darkling Blades has an AR of like 900, which is pretty good. And it's a Darkling Blade damage applies to some aerial effect. So that's also pretty effective. So, you know, look forward to seeing one of those videos. I think he goes into dead angle me. I'll do a black firebomb. What I like to do when this works semi-often, throw a projectile, and that will bait people into running up to you. Then you can go in for an instant parry. Works pretty well. But not against this person. This person was pretty good. I was kind of expecting the other guy to join in, but he never did. But I kind of wanted him to, because that's kind of why I went to the forest, because I wanted to see how long I could last against 2v1s, but no one really 2v1'd me. Which is kind of annoying. I mean, I didn't really come to the forest looking for duels, so I go to the bird for him. But you can't force anyone to do anything. This person was turtling for a long time, so I ended up just backstab fishing him. What am I using? Is that the wing spear? Yeah. I don't see why you would turtle if you put a buff on your weapon. It seems counterintuitive, because that buff's gonna run out. So it seems to me like you would want to play really aggressive, make the best out of that buff. Take a chance of getting parried, yeah, but you know, you can play aggressive while playing smart. I mean, playing aggressive without being predictable, you know. Such as, like, if you're two-handing a gold tracer, but you don't want to get parried. Attack a couple times, like, locked onto them, and then switch out of that. So, your next couple hits are dead angled, and you'll stun them, and you turn back around, do it again, and it works really well. But I don't know. There's Nick again, he invaded. He's this guy that helped me with defense and damage video. That's the guy that did the Baldur Side Sword thrust spam. And I was really annoyed about that, so this time I fell in Dark and Gray rank and forgot his outweighed his buff. And it worked really well. I mean, what he's doing is, I don't know, I don't like it. It's not really fun to go against. Normally I would have just, if I was using a shield, I would just turtled with like a rapier or something, and just chipped them off to death, but it didn't work. I end up healing, because like I said, this is the forest. I do what I deem to be necessary at the time. I think I let him heal as well, later on. He is shrugging, doing a shrug thing after I basically let the buff run out. Because he got annoyed at all the Dark with Grain Ring flipping, but you know, you can't really complain about what tactic I'm doing if you're using another tactic that can also be viewed as something to complain about. Oh yeah, I've also grave loading right here, just to try to instigate PvP even more. But I don't know how many people actually do New Game Plus on PC. For the most part, I'm seeing people go on PC just to either play offline or PvP. And for PvP, the chances are they might be using a cheat engine and probably didn't set their game to New Game Plus 1 and stuff, so grave load won't work on them. So yeah, that's what you do. Just do the halberds on 2, and then unlock and walk around for a backstab. It works really well. There goes Nick. At the time I didn't actually realize that was him. I didn't even pay attention to Nick something invading sign. I was focusing on the other guy with a ball of side sword. So it was kind of weird when I looked at him and I saw he was looking at me with binoculars. I see some Murakumo, and that weapon is a monster. For real, seriously. Like, the Murakumo can outdeal its right-hander in a damage and poise contest. I've did it many times against giant dads. To get this light-handed moms are generally better build than giant dads. Get dead angle with it really easy. Buff it. The only real problem I have with the Murakumo is the stats for it don't really make sense. Like, it's a dex weapon, but it scales as if it was a strength weapon. I think that's correct. Yeah. So you need like 28 strength to one-hand it, which is really annoying. So my build right now has 28 strength just so I can one-hand the Murakumo. But normally you'd be good with 27 strength to wield weapons. But it's a really good weapon, so I keep it. Nick, we noticed that the sorcerer was still alive, so Nick let me kill him. I remember when I was playing this game for the first time, the sorcerer was giving me a real big trouble in 4s. And I'll lead him to that little area on the side of the steps and just kick him off, like I'm pretty sure everyone else did. Another good thing about black firebombs, they kind of turn very blind to a person to what you're doing. That could be, you can use that strategically. It's sort of like a smoke bomb, essentially. They're very good things to use. You don't really see people using them that often. So I stopped talking a long time. So how long is this video? 30 minutes. Wow. Right here, I just summoned a summon because it's getting kind of lonely. And the plan, I didn't really have any plan. I was just kind of going to kill the mobs in the area. And if someone showed up, gank them, but one person showed up, but then like I don't know what happened. They disconnected or something. Then the summon left at the same time. It was weird. It's like we all got booted from online. I don't know. Like I was gonna get the summon, and we was gonna kill Sif. Well, attack Sif. I wasn't gonna kill him, so then I can get evaded here. But I was just gonna fight Sif, and then like Black Crystal out, kill myself. Maybe myself start getting low. If you're right here, someone invades, but then instantly like leaves or something. And I noticed something. I was looking at the summon. The entire time he was running, he would keep his shield up the entire time. I didn't understand that. I mean, what do you expect to hit you? Like a fly? Something there. Or you're running, and you're holding your shield the entire time. That's bad stamina management. But no, that's something that people tend to do in these kind of builds. People use greatsword, great shields tend to always want to block. And there's really no good reason to ever use a great shield in PvP. The only reason I would talk about ever use a great shield is the eagle shield against if I'm like turtling. But again, that eagle shield doesn't weigh any more than the Black Knight shield, only 6 pounds. So that's reasonable. But his other shields, they weigh like 16 and 22. It's ridiculous. Not to mention you can't parry with them. So if someone can just bleed you to death. See right there, he left, and the other guy left. It was weird. So I'm just kind of standing there bewildered, like I don't know what happened. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.